Hi, everybody. It's Captain Jack along with Double T. Welcome to the very first episode of Classic Rock Smackdown. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm smacking you down.
All right. So here's the deal. There's lots of debatable classic rock topics.
Yes,
So
definitely.
I thought weekly we'd get together, just kind of talk about a few things. So the first one got a little bit of a hometown touch to it.
Okay.
All right. Poison and Cheap Trick are going on tour this summer.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a good show.
July the 9th in Chicago. So here's what we're going to do.
Okay.
I'll take Poison. You take Cheap Trick. Let's debate.
Okay. All right.
Now,
all right.
first off, let's just say here, both the Poison camps, the Cheap Trick camps have been great to us over the
Oh,
years.
yeah. Love them both.
So we love them both. They've been awesome, but we've got to pick sides.
Yeah, yeah.
So, all right. So let's start here. Question number one. Let's talk album sales. Poison, Cheap Trick. Poison, they've sold more albums.
Yeah, but come on. Look at the classic album. The songs, Dream Police, Live at Budokan. Dude, that's classic stuff.
How many albums does Cheap Trick put out? Like 400? Poison's had like 6. And then Poison has sold 45 million albums. Well, Cheap Trick has sold 20. That seems weird, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It seems really weird, but I'm going to say quality as opposed to quantity.
Ah, gotcha. All right, number 2. Who puts on the better live show, Cheap Trick or Poison? I'll let you go first.
Well, I mean, look at Mr. Rick Nielsen. The guy's got 1 million guitars, and he's jumping all over the place, throwing out tons of picks. Robin Zander, his voice is still incredible. Dax Nielsen, Tom Peterson with the 12-string band. Cheap Trick all the way. Come on.
All right, I'm just going to say one thing. Bret Michaels. The ultimate showman. The ultimate showman. When he's on stage, he commands your attention. When he's on stage, he's got the crowd in the palm of his hand. He's celebrating the city that he's in. There's pyro. There's music. He's playing the acoustic guitar, playing the lead guitar. He'll throw in a Skinner song every once in a while. The live performance is top notch. And who's this Dax guy anyway? What the hell's he doing on stage?
Rick Nielsen. That's all I gotta say. Rick Nielsen.
All right, the next question. We're debating Poison versus Cheap Trick. It's Classic Rock Smackdown, episode number 1. Who has the better musicians? Cheap Trick or Poison? I'll start first on this one.
All right.
Let's just say C.C. DeVille, completely underrated in the world. He's classically trained.
Right.
He's a classically trained guitar player.
Okay.
He's good. The back line with Ricky Rocket, Bobby Dahl, they hold it down. And like I said before, Bret Michaels, he's the lead man. So obviously Poison has the better musicians.
Once again, Rick Nielsen, one of the greatest of all time, Rock and Roll Hall of Famers. I mean, think about his guitar playing, how many people he's influenced. And then you got Tom Peterson. I mean, who else plays a 12-string bass? 12 strings. And then you got Robin Zander. He sometimes plays guitar and sings with one of the best voices of all time. Come on, man.
Who's Dax?
Great drummer.
All right, here we go. The final question. Classic Rock Smackdown, episode 1. We're debating Poison versus Cheap Trick. Who's nicer?
Oh, man, that's tough.
Like we said before in the beginning, both camps have been very cool to us over the years. Bret Michaels, the Poison people have been very, very cool to me. Traveled, out of state, done lots of stuff with them. Always make me feel very welcome. My favorite is 2 years ago, went to Ohio and took my oldest son and went to go say hello to Bret on the bus. We walk in together. What does Bret do? Hey, Nicholas, how's it going? How's school? And I'm like, who? Hi. But one of those guys that remain, he always knows names and faces. Will remember you from one time he met you 6 years ago, where you were, what you were doing. Always can put that kind of stuff together. So stuff like that, especially in the world of rock and roll, they meet thousands and thousands of people and travel the world. That's a very, very cool thing. So I'm going to say Poison a lot nicer than Cheap Trick.
Well, you know what? And I know Bret's a nice. I played football with him. I played catch with him.
That's right, you did.
In Sturgis. And he's always been, and I got to tell you, this is really awesome, this whole thing that we're doing right now. And they're awesome guys. But Cheap Trick, come on, Rick. I mean, you see Rick at the grocery store. He comes up and starts talking to you. I've hung out with Dax several times, and
Dax.
And Tom and Robin, down to earth guys. They're all sweet. I think it's hard to pick between the two of them. But, I got to go with the hometown boys, Cheap Trick.
All right, there you go. Classic Rock Smackdown.
One more thing.
Yeah.
Who has a better hat, Bret Michaels or Rick Nielsen?
Ooh. Wow. That's a whole episode on itself.
Yeah, we'll talk about that next time.
All right, Classic Rock Smackdown, episode number 1, Poison versus Cheap Trick. I really don't think we have a winner, but I'm going to declare victory.
I'm about it.
And who's Dax?